Well, I thought that they obviously were fantastic today. You have to give Villanova a lot of credit. They really came out, and we were out-coached and outplayed today. And it's really disappointing for me personally because of the great career that our three seniors in particular have had here. When you think about Darren and Josh and Alfred, what they've meant to the program, it's just painful for us to lose in this fashion, where this is the only game we really had all year where we were down by this big a margin for that long and weren't able to get it back. I mean, Arizona was the only other team that had us down this big, but we were able to fight back and make it a game of it. So first of all, Villanova is fantastic. I mean, you look at them and you look at the size and strength of their players, their ability to put the ball on the floor. They really beat us on the boards. At one point early in the second half, it was like 26-12 on the boards. I don't know what it finally ended up here. Yeah, they beat us by 12 on the boards, but we were down 12 early on the boards, and they got a lot of second shot opportunities when they did miss. So, it's a tough way to finish this season, which I thought was a pretty successful season overall, but, now it won't feel as good.
Ben, why do you say you were out-coached?
Well, I just thought they did a good job in every way. I just think that they did a great job in their preparation. Obviously, they were real ready. The way they were ready for this game was probably more so than against American. They were really, and you can understand that. I mean, this team's had a really good run the previous 3 years, getting to Final Fours, and they really did a good job in just every respect.
Was there anything you wish you'd done differently?
We don't zone, so I'm not going to zone. But we just didn't play to our capability today. And you have to give credit Villanova for causing that. I thought that their defensive intensity, their switching, their ability to drive us and hurt us off penetration were all things that, really were detrimental to our ability to win.
Ben, you knew that they were going to try dribble penetration a lot. I know you guys have struggled at times with that. What can you do in a one-game situation to stop dribble penetration?
It's hard. I mean, if you pack it in against them too much, then they just get a head start running at you. The foul trouble hurt us early in the game, too. To get Alfred with 2 quick fouls was not a helpful thing for us. And I actually thought Darren got the first foul that they called on him. I didn't even know he had 2 until, one of the assistants told me that's his second. When Darren came out the first time, you saw he got hit in the lip. He's going to have to get stitches. That happened early in the game. I can't remember how it happened. He was out for a few minutes there. And, he battled back. I mean, again, to me, when you look at the finality of this game on this season, and especially for those 3 seniors, it's really something I have to reflect more on, because what Josh and Darren and Alfred have meant to this program, they're really the first group of seniors that have been here for 4 years, with the exception of Lorenzo, in my tenure, and they've meant so much to the program and to the team, and I'm so proud of them, and feel it was a real privilege to coach those 3 kids.
When you took them out at the end, the way the 2 teams played, did you feel like the setting was particularly relevant?
I mean, obviously, it's harder when you're playing on a court they're familiar with. But yeah, they were great today. I'm not sure that the way we played today and the way they play would have made a difference where the game was played. We'll never know.
They had so many players. They just, I know you probably can say you didn't have the bullets, but it just seemed like you just didn't have as many weapons.
Well, they have 8 guys that can really play. I mean, they play 8 guys, and they played them till the last 2 minutes of the game when they finally subbed.
I'm not surprised about that.
And they're a veteran team too. I mean, they have good seniors and good juniors, and you can see they're big, strong, physical kids. They're good players. I mean, I think it's indicative that was the 4th place team in the Big East this year. So that gives you an idea of how strong the conference was this year, especially on the upper end.
And I know it's just the immediacy after, but you said, successful season. Is it because you lost so many guys and to the NBA last year, lost them early and everything, and it was a retooling thing? Is that why when you say successful season?
Well, I think that even though we didn't finish in first, we're one game out of first for the Pac-10. We had a chance to go back to the NCAA tournament, and obviously we got one of the tougher draws to get sent back. But that's just the luck of the draw too. We had won a couple more games that we had chances to win, especially at home. We probably would have had a better draw. But that's all, But it is what it is. We were sent here, and we beat a very good VSCU team, and then lost to what I think is an outstanding Villanova team.
The last time you lost a game like this in terms was against Texas Tech, I think, early. And after that game, you vowed that during the offseason the team would get stronger, and it did, and that started the run. So what do you have to do now? What's your thing for this offseason?
The big thing for us is to get our players that are returning to really work hard in the offseason. We'll take a few weeks off and just back off and everything. It's a long season. This thing started, back when school started, the very end of September. And for some of our freshmen, they actually came and went to both sessions of summer school, so they've been around a lot. These kids actually have spring break coming up, and so they'll all go home, and then we'll meet again a week from Monday. What day is today? I don't even know what today is. Saturday? So we'll meet a week from this coming Monday, and we'll probably take a few weeks out. But yeah, we have 5 new freshmen coming in. We have these 5 freshmen we have now. We have the 3 seniors next year: Roll, Keefe, and Dragovich, and we've got a lot of work to do. The kids that are coming in next year as freshmen, we try to get them organized as best we can, but we can't work with them. So it's hard.
Is it work on defense? Is it work on getting bigger and tougher inside?
Yeah, well, we have to get stronger. I mean, when you look at the team we played tonight, that was different. Yeah, but you look at their bodies too. I mean,
the first half, I think they matched you. They had 8 offensive rebounds. You had 8 defensive rebounds.
Yeah, they
had a box out problem.
Yeah, on one possession they got 3 of them. Remember the one possession where they got the 3 on like the 4th shot attempt in the same possession. And a couple of those were long rebounds, but yeah, the blockouts obviously weren't doing the job to be able to stop them from getting back.
When do you sit down with Drew Holiday about what his plans are?
That'll there's no urgency for that. He has plenty of opportunity to decide what he wants to do with his family, and I'm sure visit with his family and talk on the phone next week. But yeah, that's.
Would he be better served staying here? It seems like he'd be better served staying here.
You know what? It's always I will tell the parents and Drew what I think, but ultimately it comes down to his decision and their decision, and they got to be able to weigh the different factors and where he would be if he came out now versus where he wants to be or where he'd be a year from now.
And you mentioned the zone thing early on. I know you hate zone. Will it cause you at least rethinking a little bit?
No.
Okay, that's how we want to make sure right now.
Coach, would you say this game signals the end of an era in UCLA basketball?
I'm sorry?
Would you say this game signals the end of an era in UCLA basketball?
Well, in the era with the seniors that started here, in Josh's case 5 years ago, and in Alfred and Darren's case 4 years ago. And they won, I think, those 4 guys, I think I count 123 games or something like that in 4 years. That's a lot of games. It's a lot of wins.